bank's position on theirs. Now, is there any plan to do a tiered banking among the commercial banks? Secondly, has your data brought out any perhaps impact of the U.S. government's recent tariff imposition on our traditional and non-traditional exports so far? Thank you.
Agree with me. So please keep your questions snappy and one at a time. We already have 4 questions for the 2. Yes, Moses is there.
Please. Good afternoon, Governor. My name is Thomas Imreyo from Corporate Guardian Magazine. Governor, now we have a situation where dollars have become cheaper. Basis point drop in the monetary policy rate. Credit becomes cheaper. What is the Bank of Ghana doing to ensure that it finance imports which don't help in the restructuring of the economy, in terms of the fact that I'm talking about imports or like consumer goods which we can produce locally? Because in the past, history has shown us that not only when the exchange rate gains, they are nullified by the fact that there's an increase in demand for the forex, and that increased demand goes into importing things which now make the exchange rate fall back to where it was before.
Thank you, Thomas. Yes.
Thank you, Governor. My name is Mark Byron with UTV. Governor, please, the Bank of Ghana is 60 years and we are celebrating the city. I want to ask this question for the grassroots person who cares so much about the smaller denominations that some people are rejecting it. It's worrying. I want to find out whether you have outlawed it or what's your concern or advice to the public. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mr. Governor. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Otabil. Oh, sorry. I wanted to ask another question.
Oh, yes, just let's conclude with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Otabil, and thanks for your patience. Governor, the black market phenomenon, it's something that ponders my mind a bit to wonder. Is it illegal, or what is it that it looks as though we all know about it, but we let it fester? A scene is always represented to us when you get down from, and given the status of the porousness of our borders, I wonder how they come by these things. And they're also able to affect the market, whichever way we may look at it.
To hear from Moses. So, Moses, you can still come after this round.
I hear you. Thank you. Asked most of the questions from Bloomberg, so.
You don't have any more?
I have cards that the members of the committee proposed before finally settling on 300 basis points. Thank you.
Majority was a majority. Sorry. Okay, so if I can start with Mozart's question. As you know, currently we work with the majority decision. Range of, votes. It was close. Surprisingly, this time it was close. And as we do, on Monday, we will publish the submissions by each MPC member. You see it in the dailies on Monday so that you can follow, reasons why they voted for what they voted for. The black market phenomenon, well, the black market is supposed to be a marginal market, serving small, sum. It is also something that prevails, across the sub-region. Now, apart from the black market, we also have the forex, the interbank. The banks, have their own forex market as well. The main, if you look at it in terms of size, the interbank market is the real thing. The Forex Bureau and the black market are supposed to cater for is that when there are macroeconomic challenges in the economy, that's when you see black market activity on the rise, which is aimed at improving on the supply. improving on the inflows of forex. We are following through with additional measures. Once these begin to yield fruits, you see some stability. Of course, you will not be able to take them out completely because the black, what if they operate from their bedrooms? You are not going to go into their bedrooms to take them out. They are part of economic activity. However, they should be operating in the margin. The black market operators will be minimized. I'm hopeful that answers your question. Asking about what we are doing to ensure that forex liquidity is used for the right purpose. Is that it? Okay, so as I mentioned, we support banks almost on a daily basis. We credit their Nostro accounts, and with that, they are supposed to pay for your imports regularly. But aside that, we also support the market in some other ways, and we make sure that whatever support we give to the banks are used for specific purposes, as they have, indicated in their request. And we have identified a number of measures we need to implement. We have seen ways in which we can tighten the FX market. We don't intend to impose controls. What we intend to ensure is that there aren't too many leakages. Asked about the CD assiste and the fact that the lower denomination coins are being rejected. That issue has come up, earlier, and we are looking into it. Rest assured, we'll find a solution to it. But remember, the notes and the coins that we have issued out there, they are valid for settlement of debts. They are valid for payments for goods and services. And we are urging Ghanaians to accept them. This is our currency. This is our notes and coins. We must accept those for any transactions. CD at 60, the launch is next week, Friday. We are inviting the media. His Excellency the President will be there. And as I mentioned, we want to make that bold statement that the CD is the only legal tender for economic transactions in Ghana. If we all choose to operate, in the CD zone, it makes our work easier, effective, and it helps in several other ways. We will need the media to drive this campaign. I always cite the example of South Africa. I cite the example of, Kenya, several other African countries like us. They used their currency, and we want the same, right here in Ghana. Then whether there should be tiered banking in Ghana, you said it yourself, that the system is already tiered. We have SDIs, different levels of capitalization. And so the system is already tiered. The question as to whether we should tier the banking industry or not, we don't have any such plans. The focus currently is to make sure that by the end of the year, all banks are adequately capitalized. So we do not have those plans as of now. Then the next one is the potential impact of U.S. government tariffs position. The good part is our exports to the U.S., as a ratio of total exports is very small. It's just around 3.5%. So therefore, those tariff issues, in terms of impact, should be minimal going forward. But that said, we need to pay attention to the tariff issues because remember, the AGUA and all the other, U.S. trade, schemes, those were, good opportunities for us to exploit. And so, yes, we must continue to be interested in developing our exports to the U.S. Then the annual commodity price shocks to movements in commodity prices. And as you rightly said, any sharp price drops could have impact for our international. The issues about processing, increasing the level of processing, of our we can take as a country in order to improve on the level of vulnerability that exists currently. Then the final one you asked was whether the 300 basis points cut is the biggest of Ghana. And my answer is yes. This is the largest cut we have had. But also remember that the disinflation we have seen in the last 5 months or so probably is also, let me emphasize that the black market is in fact illegal, much as we do not operating informally. Only the licensed Forex Bureau are allowed to deal, emphasize that. And so with that, Bernard, if I haven't left any question out, we can probably take one more round or probably two more questions and then we can.
This is directly from the governor. What can I say? But please still keep your questions straight to the point and don't repeat a question that has already been asked just because you want to be heard. Okay? So, Lord.
All right. Thank you very much. Lord Nate here once again. Governor, please, I want to ask a question about pricing in dollars in Ghana. Recently, you issued a statement where you cautioned against pricing in dollars in Ghana. Now, the others are saying that the Bank of Ghana, we outside are crying about dollarization of the economy. The Bank of Ghana should not join us in crying. They should rather take the step to deal with the people pricing in dollars outside. So I want to ask you, what step are you taking to liaise with the security agencies to deal with those pricing in dollars in Ghana as it violates our laws in this country?
Well, yes. Okay. Maybe one more before.
Yes, one more.
Governor, my name is Joshua Milano with the Business and Finance. So in recent times, we have realized that the MPC has adopted a strategy of openness and transparency. And I would want to understand in terms of the inflation expectations and how has this also impacted the inflation dynamics. All right, thank you.
Right.
Just a little update on how it's faring so that we can probably know. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the golden question, Mr. Chairman.
Sorry, I did not get that clear. Can
how the gold coin is faring?
Oh, the gold coin.
Yes.
Okay, so let me start with that. Admittedly, even though there's a lot of interest in the gold coin, we think that we need to relaunch it. And so as part of the CD at 60 programs, we are going to be, relaunching the gold coin program. Lots of people have been asking. We keep getting requests. And so rest assured, we are coming back stronger on that program. We think that every Ghanaian, no matter how much you have in your savings, should be able to buy gold, should be able to buy some form of gold. And that's exactly what the notes, the gold coins are intended to achieve. Now, Joshua, you are asking